Today's outfit is really casual. Let me take you through it and then we're going to do hair and makeup to make it work. This one will definitely be a bit of a quicker video because you don't need a lot of hair and makeup with this one. It's super cash, it's really comfortable. I've got a burgundy jumper and I've just put it over this Zara blue and white striped shirt. I've just left that untucked so it kind of hangs out the bottom, and I've just got like these huge loose jeans on and a pair of brown boots. This is a really easy, comfy one. So let's figure out a hair and makeup look that works with this. Right, the first thing I can see is that the hair is too heavy, and especially when I put that jacket on, the neckline is quite sort of round, so we need to take the hair up. The outfit is very kind of casual, relaxed, and so the hair should also be, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of back combing in so it's not too tidy. The brush I'm using is one of these Kent brushes with the bristles, just a few little bits of back combing in. Then I'm going to take it all up and just kind of bun it, but don't make it too neat, you know. And then ruffle this up a bit, a couple of bits here. And just kind of scrunch it up on top. These bands are really helpful, you see, hook here, you can get these from Amazon. And you just clip that into your hair and twist it around, and that will hold it where you put it. And then you can pull pieces out and pin those in where you want, so it's a little bit loose. Then I'm going to go in and just sort of pull it about to kind of undo it a bit, like that. I'm never without a box of these pins. I get these from Sally Beauty, and it has every pin in it you could ever need. So I used to have these when I did session work, but now I just have them when I make videos. I'm going to take a couple of these little pins that look like that. And don't want it to be too neat, so just pull some bits out. Right, I'm just going to pin these bits out of the way. Makeup needs to be really simple for this one. So, similar to the last one, we're not going to use foundation. I'm going to use a primer. This is Herborian Pink Primer in Care. And so what this does is that it smooths the skin, it blurs your pores, and it enhances kind of a little bit of a glow. So I'm putting a bit where my 11s are, and then here, through this part of the face here, and just through the face here, just to soften my pores a bit. Now I'm going to extend a little bit of that under the eye as well, because it's smoothing, and we could do with a bit of smoothing there, and a little on the brow bone, where my nighttime wrinkles are now, permanently. So the current concealer I'm using is this Rabanne one, and I particularly like this when I'm not wearing foundation because it's quite light. So I'm going to use it anywhere I've got something I want to hide, little under the eye, little here, tiny bit here, and I'm going to use a brush to blend that in. Fingers if you prefer, whatever's easiest for you. Brows are soft this time, so we're not going to spend too much time focusing on that. This is the NYX brow pencil that I use in grey. Because this outfit's quite kind of boxy and boyish, I want the makeup to be really quite soft and pretty. Before I put any brow pen on, I'm going to take this Refi, what do we call this thing? Brow Sculpt, and I'm going to put that through. This is clear, this one. And if that gives me an extra little bit of oomph, I won't put the brow pen through. So just keep it kind of light and pretty. I'm going to pull you a bit closer. I hope that the light's okay in here because actually it's very dark today, and I'm trying to film in daylight more because it's just nicer to see what things actually look like in daylight, but I'm having to have a little bit of help today with lights because it is so dark. I'm just using this pen very sparingly in a few places where I'm missing brow hairs. This is called Solar, and it's from Shiseido. It's just a shimmery light version of your skin tone, so whatever works with your skin tone, just find one that's a little bit shimmery. This one has maybe a tiny bit of gold in it, and I'm just pushing that across with a finger. Then I'm going to do a tight line. This is Colfie Beauty. And I'm going to put a tiny bit of that here, and then taking a brush, I'm going to just blend it in, smudge it in. You really don't have to overthink it. You don't have to make it too kind of perfect. This is a very relaxed outfit. You could go with a burgundy mascara, you could go with a navy mascara, both of those are going to look really nice, brown, black, whatever you want. I might do a burgundy mascara if I can find one I like, so give me a sec. My gut says to use a navy, but I never use burgundy, and part of the reason I don't use burgundy is because I don't really like it that much on me. But I am going to use it because I know that loads of you do. So this one is from By Terry. So, curled my lashes. Now, let's use this mascara. So the shade name on this one is, nah, can't read that. It says something wine, but I can see the numbers number 6. Now, I was going to put false eyelashes on, but because my eyelashes are so long at the moment, there will be no need, I don't think. Otherwise, I would have put these kind of little tiny fluttery sort of Korean ones on, but there's no point. They'll be lost underneath. They're shorter than my natural lashes, essentially. Now, with my lift and snatch, I'm going to take it just in here and use it as a liner, just to put a very fine line just in the front there, because it just elongates the eye a little. Let's have some bronzer. This is Reason, and the one I'm using is Reason Bronzing Balm in the shade Bronze. It's a balm, but you can use it on a brush. And I'm going to take this across the nose and up the cheek, so we get a nice bit of glow. And we'll take a bit up here as well, so around the hairline to tie it all in. And I'm going to take a little bit of this bronzer just on the brow bone as well, just to add a little bit of a glow. This is another look, I think, where we don't require a lot of lip, so I'm using that AOU lip liner in the shade 03 today. And then I'm going to take a little bit of roller skates, and this is from REM Beauty. We've lost a lot of daylight now, so that's not ideal. So I'm going to wrap this up. I am actually going to chuck a couple of lashes on just to show you. Do you know what? Back in the olden days, I never would have dreamt of wearing an outfit like this, because I would have thought that it didn't suit me. You know, like, I think if you're my age and you're British, then you probably grew up on what not to wear with Trini and Susanna, and there was all these certain rules about what not to wear if you're a certain size and shape. And honestly, it's all bollocks. You know what all of that is about? It's about you looking thin, which I suppose is one of those conversations that people are having more now because of the rise of Ozempic and things like that, which honestly, I have no opinion on either way. I literally am like, you do you if it makes you happy. What I'm saying is we've come a long way since we just dressed for the male gaze. Like, if you want to wear stripes, wear stripes. If you want to wear a round neck and you've got big boobs, you crack on, babe. Whatever you feel comfortable in is the most important thing. This is one of the things that I love about Gen Z, because obviously I have 2 kids that are Gen Z. One's 21 and one is 17 now. And the way that they dress is so unisex and it's so inspiring. My kids would wear this outfit. They would, and I mean, they'd look amazing in it. Like, I know people always moan about them, and millennials like, oh my God, what are they going to do for work? The world is different than it was when we were young. And do you know how much work I had to do for free in the hope that someone would give me a job that paid? Loads. And I bet you did too. And I don't blame them for not wanting to work for free. Just pay them. Should have paid us. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that will be like, God, you got... No, just paid people for doing a job. Just pay them. Anyway, rant of the day over. Okay. I love Gen Z. They're so hilarious. You know, who would have thought of wearing Crocs with socks and making it look good? And it's pretty amazing. I mean, Crocs were absolutely disgusting, are disgusting. Now I see Gen Z kids in the gym wearing them with socks to train in, correct. So, you know, they don't care what we think, and I'm here for it. Nor should they. I didn't care what the older generations thought when I was a kid. And so that was what I meant about lashes. It still looks kind of natural, but it just gives you a little bit more sort of volume. You could put mascara on the bottom lashes as well. I mean, because I've got top lights on in here and it's so dark, it looks like I've got bottom lashes on because I've got some shadow there. Will I ever finish this video? Whoa! I don't know. Turn off the lights and I glow. I'm going to put a little bit of navy mascara on the bottoms just because this doesn't smudge. And I suspect that the burgundy one might. So, and soften it so there's hardly any there. I'm going to finish the cheek with a little bit of something sort of glossy and highlighty. This is Tint from MAC. We're going to go quite high. I need to lower my light so that you can see this a little better. And then let's do the outfit. That's better, you can see it now. Right, get those pieces back out. Let's look at the outfit and the hair together. Right, so the jacket is navy. I'm just going to put that round my shoulders actually because it's so hot in here. So you get the vibe. Let me pull my sleeves up a bit. These jeans are big and baggy. These boots are very comfortable. Shirt, now if I took the sweater off and just wear the shirt on its own. Thing is, this does not do up. There's no buttons here.
No mic attached, we're going to switch to voiceover. So what I would do is add this Tilly Spears chain necklace. This necklace is gold plated and it's got a little diamond just in that big chunky heart pendant. I feel like this shirt and jeans on their own need a statement piece of jewellery.
And then I have this amazing vintage Hermes Kelly. It's super knackered, so I don't ever have to worry about it. This is from 1951. Can you imagine the life this has had? What I love about this bag so much, this is an odd thing to love, I guess, but it smells like whoever had it before smoked 60 cigarettes a day. And it just makes me think that maybe it was Princess Margaret. Anyway, I love things that have got history. I love history. I just feel like the old stuff is as good as the new stuff. It looks just as cool. Sometimes, in my case, I think it's better than new because it's got history. And I just like to think about all the people and what they've done with this bag before me. Anyway, 1951. It's like 75 years old, guys. 75 years old. I'm going to use this bag until it falls apart, I think. And if it doesn't, I'm going to leave it to one of my children. I'm going to hope that they do the same. And thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, I really appreciate it. I can't do this if you don't watch, so I appreciate you more than you know.